game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Florida's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Payne. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The tag. Into the house. Touchdown TCU. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To the air, it's Craig. Rushes on him. He's got him. Steamrolls his way ahead. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game one. It's tough to take an injury this early. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe a crease. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Horned Frogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the red zone, it's Payne. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He's racked up 92 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He wants to throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Running right, it's Ball. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. The 20. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Gator. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Looking to throw, it's Craig. On target. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Finding some room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter, and they swarm him under. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. On the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Using his legs, it's Payne. Turning it on! He is in! Touchdown, TCU! His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season.
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like? What do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like, everything going off as they wanted to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw up.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there. Everything working right now and going according to plan.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Pryor. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gators send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dropping back, it's Craig. Fires into the end zone. Snags it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And they got it.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Uncorks one to the middle. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to Ball. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Ball. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Jones to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's small. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Horned Frogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Craig. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Bulldogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Ball. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Throws to the tight end. Rolls it in. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. Running right, it's Ball. Could be an alley. Running through contact. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Ball again. Fights off the defender. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going to the run, it's Pryor. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Jaden one more time. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down. Trail. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Off play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Complete downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They'll send the back in motion. They go right back to it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Third and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Craig. It's complete to the left. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Easy.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
With the catch, it's Pryor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
There's some room. And he scores! Touchdown, TCU! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Runs through a tackle. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's ball. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Gators are marching down the field. Here's a give to ball. There's a crease. Just steamrolling the defense. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. The give as they work on that clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Takes the handoff. It's Payne.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped short at the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are...
Might have a chance. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Running behind that left side. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. The tag. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team, that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
On the snap, it's Ball. Runs through the tackle. Delivers the stiff arm. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Hand off, Jaden running left.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Got enough for the first. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit.
Got a little grass. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.